Hello all. So in this tutorial we are going to animate this particular small train tanker container over here. So what we are going to do over here is so if you want to animate this like by rotation of the wheels, and if you want to move it, how we can do it, I'll be just showing you. So we'll be utilizing some constraints over here. That's a different kind of stuff over here. So there is a part called rigging over here. We don't use a bone setup over here. This is not a character over here. So let's start. How we'll be doing is I'll be just explaining you what exactly is constraints, and let's start up. So very first of all, what I'll do over here is I'll just go over it and I'll just hide this lights first over here. So the next step is, I'm sorry, I'll go into the vertices and I'll just increase it more further. I'll again select this and I'll increase it more further over here. Select this, press shift and drag. So you can go with the multiple copies over here. So as many copies you require, you can go with that. Now the next step over here is if you see over here, if you look at over here, I want that this should be rotated while moving this whole object. So very first of all, what I'll be doing is I'll be just attaching this all. So for this attachment, how you will be doing over here is just select this. Let's go into the attach option. Do not modify. Click OK. Do not modify. Click OK. So we are not going to modify its materials. So just attach this stuff. Select this. Sorry, select this. Again, let's go into this. Again, attach this all. So we need to attach this all bolts because it's going to rotate with the tires. So again, go over here. We'll just make a copy of it. I think there is missing over here. So just take a copy over here. Select this again. Again, attach this. So if you're looking to animate it, I'll show you how you animate such kind of vehicles. So again, select this, attach this first all. Now what I want over here is we need to create some kind of small controllers. So what exactly are controllers? What we'll do is we'll make 4 controllers over here. First let's take a rectangle over here and let's shift and drag and rotate it. Select this and let's just select this both, convert to editable spline. So select this first, make sure you attach it with this, and let's go into this spline and let's use a boolean over here. That's better. So let's go into this. So this is a controller enable in viewport. So let's save as this file. That would be much better. So save as it as tanker 6 over here. So after making this controller, let's push this controller over here. So let's go into this view and make sure we push it over here perfectly. So let's make its 4 copies over here. I'm sorry. So you have to come out of it. Hierarchy, affect pivot only. Center to object. Now shift and drag. Make a copy. Again shift and drag. Make a copy. So make 4 copies of it and click OK. So now what we'll be doing over here is like we have a property called constraints. So whenever I say constraint is something like we have different types of constraints where it is parented, like there are two things, one is parenting and other is constraint. So into this constraints you have different constraints. We'll be utilizing one constraint that is called orientation. Orientation is something like if you want that my tire should rotate with any kind of the object which is connected to it, that is called orientation. So orientation, we say it is a rotation. So let's select this tire and select this, go into animation, go into constraint and orientation constraint, and let's use a orientation constraint. Now you just rotate it. Oops. Okay, off this. Now rotate it. Can you see this? So once my object rotates, my tire is also rotating because it is a constraint. If you rotate it in this way, it's going to rotate in that way. So in whatever axis you are going to rotate, this is a controller and it is going to rotate the object. That's what your constraint is over here. So let's select this again, select this over here the same way. Again, I am going to go into the animation, constraint, orientation constraint. So once again your constraint is done over here, so again you can rotate this. So the same way, select this, go into animation, go into constraint, orientation constraint, and you can just rotate it. So when I say rotate, it will only rotate. There is no motion because as I explained you cannot move it because it is a orientation constraint. So whenever I give a orientation constraint, it's only going to rotate. Again select this and this, the tire. So again go into animation, constraint, orientation constraint. That's it. So once you're done over here, once your constraint is done, let's create one more controller on top of it. Let's go on to the top view and let's create one more controller over here. So you can just resize it if it is required whenever. So now what I will do over here is I will select all the objects. Excluding this controllers for now. After that also you can do that, not a problem. So just exclude this, all the elements, and you have an option over here called link, select and link. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to select this and link it with this controller. So whenever I'm going to move this object, you see that my object is moving. Although it is moving over here, now I'm going to select this controllers together all and I'm going to link it with this object. So now if you see this, now if you move it, you see that it's all moving together. So now if you want to animate this using this option, so you see that this is like a parent. So what is a parent-child relationship? I'll explain you. I'll make a individual tutorial on parent-child relationship, but I'm explaining you over here. So this is your parent of all these elements. So when this controller moves, the object moves. Can you see that? Because this is a parent. So this is your child. So if you try to move this individually, it cannot move. So we are making a controller on the top, that is a parent, which is animating this stuff. And individually, if you have already a orientation constraint, we can easily animate this. So let's do it. So now we have a timeline over here. Let's go into this time configuration. It's very important that you animate on 25 fps. Let's set it to 25 fps, make it to 1x, and let's increase the end time to 500 frames and click OK. So select this, control, select this, all four controllers, select this controllers, will go into this and only select the shape. So only shapes will get selected, nothing else. And you activate this auto key, that's for the auto animation, and set key. So now let's go into this and let's go into this 350 frames, and I want that on 350 frames my animation should move in this way till here. So now if you see that when I play this, you will see that it's going to move over here. Can you see? But apart from that, if you see that my tires are not rotating. So let's select this over here. Let's go over here and let's animate this. So now if you see this, can you see the animation? Now again go into this 80 frames, again select this and let's rotate this. So now if you rotate it, so till 80 or 74, 73, whatever frames are there, we are just going to animate this, again animate this, again select and animate this in this way. So now if you see, it's animating all the wheels. After that again I'll move forward and again I want its animation. So you can just go into this and increase this. Can you see? So again go over here on the 140 frames, again over here. If you select all together also you can do that. That can be done, not a problem. Again move further. So select this and again animate this all together. So select this and animate this. See, once you activate this auto key option, it's definitely going to animate. See, now if you see this smoothly over here, again let's go into this till 311. So already we have rotated this, do rotate it again. So again select this and do rotate it. So which is this last frame? Okay, this is your last frame. So again select this and let's rotate it again a bit. So just rotate a bit. So once you're done over here, and now if you want to see how it looks like, let's see how it plays. Can you see this? If you look at it properly, so all your wheels are properly rotating. So let's again go into this time configuration over here. We don't need that much, so let's make it as 350 over here and again click OK. And now let's see how it looks like. So we can off this. If you want to off this controllers, you can easily off this controllers over here. So select this all controllers. So these are just controllers over here. So you can just right click and hide selection. So now if you see over here, you see that it's rotating. So we have used two parameters over here. One is your orientation and other is your parenting. So it's a simple example. If you have too many bogies over here, so if you want to do the same, so if you have one more copy of it, so whatever is going to pull this object, that would be a parent of this. So if you have one more container in further of it, that will be a parent of this, and the constraints will remain the same. So if you want to do this, generate this animation, you can do that. See this. So the tires are properly rotating. So two things over here, that is your orientation and your parent over here. So you can just easily generate an output. If you want to generate the output in the same way, you can render it, or even if you want to use a small kind of a camera over here, if you want to show that one camera is over here, so press Ctrl C for camera over here, and I want that my camera should get animated. My camera should be animated over here. So let's save this file. Save this file. So I want that my so let's go into this all, select this, so push it over here. So you can just auto key that also. Let's go into the camera view. Let's go into this perspective over here. Hope it doesn't crash the way we did it. So key this, and again I want that my camera should go beyond this, like this, and go back. So if you want to show a small kind of such animation, that can be done over here in this way. That's it. So select this camera over here. You can just increase it till this. So if you play this, it's going to animate the camera till the last frame where you want it. It can also be animated in this way. The target can also be animated. So you can just animate the target accordingly. So now if you see this, it's going to animate in that way. Camera will get animated with the object. That's it. Alright, so you can save your file if you want. So thanks for watching this tutorial.